Imagine the sound of your world breaking, a deafening roar beneath the earth, glass shattering, buildings trembling, and in an instant, everything familiar vanishes. The streets you walked as a child, the corner cafe you visited every morning, the home you took for granted, all gone, twisted into chaos. In that instant, nothing is predictable, nothing is safe. Your heartbeat races, adrenaline floods your veins, and a single thought pierces your mind: survive. The first 24 hours after a disaster are a crucible. Every decision, every action, every second counts. One misstep can be fatal, but one right move can save a life, maybe even your own. The first sensation is disbelief. Your brain struggles to comprehend the magnitude of the event. Whether an earthquake, hurricane, flood, wildfire, or man-made disaster, the shock is universal. You see smoke rising where your home once stood, trees uprooted, roads split, power lines dangling like fragile threads above the streets. Fear is natural, but it must be managed. Panic is your enemy. Awareness is your ally. Before moving, pause. Breathe. Let your senses adjust. Listen to the sounds around you: distant cries, the groaning of damaged structures, the rush of water, the crackle of fire. Look for signs of danger: unstable walls, downed power lines, gas leaks. Feel the terrain under your feet. The earth itself may betray you. Your mind must absorb these signals quickly, like a radar detecting every potential threat. Once the immediate danger has passed, survival pivots on priorities. Shelter is first. Exposure to the elements is deadly. The wind, the rain, the scorching sun, or freezing temperatures can sap your strength faster than hunger. Find a safe corner: a sturdy building, a fallen tree providing cover, or even a makeshift tent or tarp. In these moments, ingenuity is life. A tarp tied between poles, a pile of debris rearranged as a windbreak, a basement corner cleared of rubble. Each small act of preparation is a step toward endurance. Next comes water. Humans can survive weeks without food, but only days without water. This is non-negotiable. Scan for safe sources: bottled water, rainwater, melted snow, or streams, but purify if possible. Even improvise filtration methods, boiling, cloth filtering, chemical treatment, can prevent deadly illness. In disaster, water is not just a resource, it is hope, it is life itself. Food, while secondary in the first hours, cannot be ignored. Ration what you have. High-calorie snacks, nuts, protein bars, or even canned goods should be consumed sparingly. Energy fuels your decisions, your reflexes, your ability to act. But remember, desperation can cloud judgment. One careless choice in hunger can be catastrophic. Isolation amplifies fear. If your phone works, conserve its battery. Send short, precise messages. Make emergency calls. Even one brief signal to friends, family, or rescuers can be the difference between rescue and oblivion. If networks fail, consider visible signals: bright clothing, mirrors reflecting sunlight, markings on rooftops, smoke signals if safe. Visibility is survival. Equally important is the human element. Shock and despair can paralyze the strongest. Maintain mental clarity through small, achievable tasks. Move debris, light a fire, assist neighbors, organize resources. Offer comfort. A kind word, a steady presence, a helping hand. These are not just moral acts, they are lifelines. In disaster, hope is contagious. The calm presence of one can ripple outward, keeping others alive. Imagine the sky darkening again, not with the original chaos, but with the realization the danger is not over. Aftershocks follow the quake. Fires spread faster than you can run. Water rises where it was once dry. The clock is ticking. Every decision, every step, every choice becomes a question of life or death. Do you stay? Do you move? Do you risk the unknown? The first 24 hours are a battlefield, and you are both soldier and survivor. Movement is perilous. Avoid structures that may collapse. Listen for sounds that signal instability. Creaking beams, falling debris, rushing water. Always have an exit strategy. If you must leave shelter, mark your path so you can return safely. Observe patterns, rising water, shifting terrain, spreading smoke. Make every step deliberate. Each decision is a calculated risk. Improvisation becomes essential. A plank across a chasm, a rope made from clothing, a makeshift stretcher for the injured. These can save lives. Survival is less about heroics and more about resourcefulness, patience, and calculated courage. Survival is mental as much as physical. Fear and panic can paralyze even the strongest. Focus on actionable steps, prioritize, organize, and tackle challenges one by one. Involve others if possible. Humans are social creatures. Cooperation increases survival odds. Keep your mind sharp. Avoid spiraling into despair. Every problem solved, every small success builds momentum. Each hour survived is a victory. Even when exhaustion sets in, resist despair. The mind can become a sanctuary. Meditation, prayer, visualization, or simply recounting memories of loved ones can bolster mental strength. Hope is not just emotional, it is physiological, sustaining energy, focus, and resilience. Time stretches strangely during a disaster. Minutes feel like hours. The landscape of destruction becomes familiar. You learn its rhythms, where danger hides, where resources can be found, how to move safely. You improvise, adapt, endure. You discover your limits and push beyond them. Every sense becomes attuned to survival. Sight scans for threats. Touch probes the unknown. Hearing detects distant cues, and instinct guides action. By now, you have become a navigator of chaos. You understand the fragile balance of life: shelter, water, food, communication, awareness, hope. Each thread must be woven carefully, deliberately, or the whole fabric unravels. As darkness falls, or the storm finally passes, the first 24 hours draw to a close. You sit, perhaps alone, perhaps with others, and breathe. You survived. That is the first victory. You endured the impossible, acted with clarity under pressure, and made choices that mattered. The true power of the first 24 hours is not merely survival, it is transformation. You realize you are stronger than you knew, more resourceful, more resilient. The disaster has tested you, and you have passed. You have learned lessons that textbooks cannot teach: how to move through fear, how to improvise under pressure, how to stay connected even in isolation. And then comes the quiet, the first moments of reflection. You look around at the ruins, the chaos, the devastation, and yet you see something miraculous. Life endures, not because of luck, not because the disaster spared you, but because you chose to survive. Each breath is a triumph, each heartbeat a testament to resilience. The first 24 hours are behind you, but they have given you more than survival. They have given you courage, clarity, and the knowledge that no matter what comes next, you have what it takes to endure, to adapt, to live again. In the first 24 hours after any disaster, you discover not just how to survive, but how to live with intention, awareness, and courage. Every decision matters. Every action shapes your future. Every moment carries weight. Survival is not a single act. It is a series of choices. Shelter, water, food, communication, awareness, hope. They are not luxuries. They are lifelines. And with them, you are unstoppable. Remember this: even in the worst disasters, life finds a way. And so do you.